I don't know where to start with this. So today, this arrived. Don't celebrate yet, dear friends. First off, look at the NHL logo. Then look at the Winter Classic logo. You'll notice the stitching is all off kilter and kind of weird. And then if you look at
off kilter, it's crap.
The Pittsburgh Penguins, that's right, boys and girls, it's counterfeit. I knew when I spent $40 and nobody else bid on it that there was a danger. This is all paint. And there's spots on the jersey where the paint's gone. It's never been worn. And the reason I'm doing a video on this is because it's got tags. And it's even got the tag with the NHL turns to L and H on an angle. So they're getting smarter. The funny thing is when I see these counterfeits, it's like, you guys put in a lot of work here. If you guys actually took the time you're spending to double stitch this and get all these fabrics, and you actually, I don't know, made your own items, you might be able to sell them too, rather than the knockoffs.
Yeah, show how the laces lay with the tag.
The Reebok looks wrong. I picked up on that right away, and it's stretchy.
Yeah.
It's
the
elastic.
other one, it's not like that at all. It's that
no,
shiny ribbon.
This is almost like the elastic waistband of underwear that they've used in here.
Yeah, it does kind
and
of
it's thick.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, when you do up the laces, it covers up the NHL. Dead giveaway. So again, I'm doing this as sort of a, just so you guys know.
Public service announcement.
Yeah, it is. I'm not going to out the seller. I know people are going to say, oh, out the seller. I'm not outing the seller. No jersey should look like that turned inside out. So, yeah, this is the felt fabric, which is very similar to the felt fabric on the front. It's almost the same. Felt on the back.
Oh, no.
It's close.
No, this is interfacing. It's paper.
Yeah, but it's almost as impressive as what's on the front.
And the front is really crappy polyester felt.
See, and then when you pull out the interfacing, then you get the stitch.
I know.
You get stitches.
I know. That's how they do embroidery.
I just don't get it. So I don't have the 2011 Winter Classic Penguins. I had hoped. So the countdown can continue unabated because, yeah. I know the Mighty Ducks one that's on his way is legit. This one I went against a couple of my own rules and I just threw a $40 bid at it and I got it. So it's not a lot of money. It's not the other ones that ended up being an expensive one. This is $40 and it was free shipping, so the fight strap on this one's actually more impressive than it was on the other one. The other one was two little snaps. This one's actually a more impressive fight strap than the other one, but this is going to rip right off. So while the strap itself is better than it was on my other knockoffs, this itself is just, that would rip right off. That wouldn't take a whole lot of effort at all. And then, of course...
The material's all wrong.
Yeah.
You can really tell on the inside.
Yeah.
On the outside, it looks right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but look at that.
Yeah,
the
it
inside
stretches.
is completely wrong.
And the fight strap on this doesn't stretch,
Right,
which
I
it's
did
not
notice
supposed to.
Right.
The fight strap's not supposed to stretch on a jersey.
Yeah, the material's all wrong. That's
Yeah, it's
really, really wrong.
It's, yeah.
It's so weird. If they just tried a little harder. It's
Yeah,
true, though.
Yeah, I mean...
if they just didn't sew the patches on like crap, really, that would take another minute. That's what makes it look really bad.
Now, is that all automatic or is that handmade?
So it's stitched by machine, but
Okay.
the person sewing it onto the jersey, that's done by hand. That's why it looks like crap. If it was done by machine, it would go around it. But see, somebody just kind of...
I should look too and see. I mean,
And
it's the
same with
placement.
the
The
NHL.
placement's close. I think it's a little bit high because it's right on the shoulder.
it
I think
looks-
it's a little bit high.
They stitched it on like crap.
Well,
It's so bad.
I know. It's just so weird because the tags are right-ish.
Are they?
I think so. See, and then the problem too is that they always try to sell it off as an authentic. They don't even say replica. They try to go with authentic.
But,
this is the $300
because
article.
It has the
fight strap.
Right.
But if they tried to make a decent replica, they probably could.
They'd have to get their colors right, though.
I know.
I really don't think this is the right shade of blue.
Now, of course, dear viewers, you guys know what this means. Now I have to find...
Now you're going to be on a mission.
Like Columbus, now I have to get the real deal.
It's now a mission.
So it's a call to action. I don't even think this stitching is right along the stick.
Well, that's what I said. I don't think
that's not right at all. Look at this.
Glove, right.
There's black right there. Why is there black there?
Because of his glove. He's holding it.
But his glove shouldn't be over the stick because the rest of it's stick.
That's what I said earlier, that I'm pretty sure the glove is wrong.
I must have tuned that out. Hi.
Nothing new.
I know.
But...
Yeah, no, that's not right.
And then there's all the threads. But in the shape of it, I don't know that well. I think his eye is a little off.
Eyes are the hardest thing to draw. Well, they are.
Oh, I know that, but...
The felt's off.
Oh, that's what I noticed very first without looking at it. Remember, I said,
see, and because I have the Columbus one, you can tell that the felt on this one isn't right.
But you have a lot of jerseys that are felt.
I do.
You have a lot of felt jerseys, so that's why I was able to. As soon as I felt it, that's really weird.
See, and if you'll notice too, if you can see that on the camera, there's already like a fold line right here, and getting that out would be a pain in the ass.
Where? What?
Right here.
Oh,
see that?
yeah.
There's a fold in it.
It's because of this felt. It's really thin. It's because you can see the blue behind it.
See, and this is part of the reason why...
It's really thin polyester felt. Like you'd get at the dollar store.
Yeah. When people say, well, just send it to me, I'll take it. It'd be like if I got a food and I knew it was food-ish. It wasn't quite food, and people said, well, I'll eat it. You'd be like, I don't think you should. This is Jersey-ish. Kind of, sort of, but it's like, you know, it did come out of money that I got on YouTube, so, you know, I consider this to be sort of a buyer beware. This is why I go through full moon jerseys. This is why I go through lids. This is why when I got the Columbus one, I had to pay $150, including shipping.
The star is really crappy, and the E's off.
The E is actually off.
Yeah.
The E is actually right on the edge there.
And it's not square.
No. It's almost like an emigrate
look at the
E.
Star.
Yeah, the star...
It's all wonky, crappy looking.
Like, I could understand if somebody was having a stroke while they stitched this. I'd be okay with that.
By a computerized machine.
So if the computer was having a stroke while it did this?
But if it's not... If they're not watching it, like a bobbin thread can get tight or something.
This doesn't feel right. None of it feels right. And you've got strings. You got little strings all over it. On the back, there's little strings all over the back. So, you know, and the Reebok doesn't look right at all. It's too thick. Like that's.
Oh,
I don't know what fabric that is.
Oh, and again, look at the stitching on it.
Yeah, the stitching's off. It actually stitches onto the jersey off of the logo.
Like, it's wonky fabric. It's not straight. And it's not square. And look at the jersey sewn over it.
Okay, so see, it's sewing here, and then on this side, it goes right off the edge.
And there's fabric.
So it's sloppy. Yeah, it's
and threads again.
Magnificent.
That's...
And then all the little threads in between. So again, I'm gonna go hunting and find the real deal. Because this is ridiculous. Again, this was just me putting down a $40 bid. I'm like, I want it. Sure, I'll give it a shot.
The paint's weird though. Isn't that bizarre?
And you know what else? You can see that this was torn out. Look at this. Now, is that a felt backing?
Or is it?
Or is that just like they had a bunch of these logos stuck together and they just...
It's the interfacing. Look at this. It's the...
What? Oh, whatever.
Oh, it's stitched on felt.
Wow.
So it's not going to fray.
Well, that's the funny part. The funny part is she doesn't have to do all of the surgery she does with the other jerseys that I get.
But look at how badly they have... So they use it's called a basting stitch.
Okay.
See how far apart your stitches are?
Okay.
So generally when you're sewing, you would use that if it wasn't a permanent stitch. It's a temporary stitch. Use it just to hold something in place until you actually sew it down. So look at how
easily that would tear off.
Yeah, that would come off so
There's another
easy.
reason that...
Wow.
Yeah. All right, I'll hold it up. So what she's talking about is how the stitching underneath, again, I don't know how well this is going to come off for you guys.
See it on the back? Yeah.
All right, there it is. So it shows just how the stitching is really loose and really easy to just tear that right off.
They're widely spaced apart.
They're, so again, when somebody says, oh, I'll take it, why? I'll hunt around. I know I have a Washington Winter Classic, which I know is the genuine deal. I have 2 Washington Winter Classics. Both of them are fantastic. And I got one for $50, and I think the other one was 50 or 60, I think. And it's a matter of waiting for the right deal and finding a seller. This seller, I believe it was the first item he'd sold. So again, I knew I was running a risk, but at that price, if this had been the genuine real deal, I would be dancing in the streets and I'd be a hero to my brethren. I'm an ass, but you know.
Oh, Shannon.
These are just the things that happen.
See, this was the second thing I caught after the felt feeling weird. That's what I saw. I thought it was a burn mark.
That it actually has a hole.
It's like bubbles in the paint.
Yeah, it's
look at there's all globby.
The paint here is all ready to just peel off.
It's not even paint.
You wash this, it's gonna peel off.
Well, if you put it in the dryer.
I don't even think you need to put it in the dryer. I think it'll wear just from wear and tear. I think all you need is that first break, and the whole thing's just gonna peel right off.
I don't know about that. I think it's a well done fake, as fakes go. They did a crappy job of it, but it's not that bad. The stitching is crap. There's a lot of things that are off, but it's not done horribly. So, yeah. Yeah, it's all done wrong. It's stitched directly on the jersey. So that's part of the problem. So with the NHL ones, they do it separately. They take the logo and it's stitched, and then they either glue it or stitch it on here.
Yep.
Well, this, since it's directly on here, if it has a screw up, like that E, they have to leave it on. They can't. Well, that logo is better. Remember we saw all those listings for the logos online?
Yep.
Because if they get a bad one, they just don't use it. This, if it doesn't work, they still have to sell the jersey, because otherwise they have to waste a whole jersey. Well, there goes that whole jersey. So you're going to get crappy ones.
The end's off.
Yeah, and the...
It's a stitch high.
The bobbin thread. Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. The bobbin thread came up. The other end's fine, though.
The E's off.
The E's the really bad one.
This P is too low. It's almost as if it was slipping while it went around, and it slipped almost completely off at this point.
Which can happen.
So it starts off at the right high point, and then right about here it slips off. And it just slides right down.
That was it probably started here and ended there. See, it started with the star. See how nice that star is? By the time you get to this star, it's just like...
Wow. So again, I am willing to order these things so you guys don't have to.
It's off right there, too.
And so that when you guys get these things in the mail, you know what you're looking for.
See how the outline is...
Yeah, the outline's off.
Off of it. And that's wrong. That's off, too.
That's just not right. That's...
And I'm pretty sure the color's off. I think.
Yeah, I think so, too. And I would think if I got the real deal,
don't you have
this
the
wouldn't
hat,
be
though?
painted.
You have the hat.
I have the other Winter Classic hat.
Okay. I think the blue's off, and yeah, that's the paint through. That's when I was thinking. this is a really weird jersey.
No, I knew right here. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, no.
I saw it as soon as
Because the stitching is just wrong.
As soon as I told you this felt feels really weird, then I saw the look of, okay, hold on.
They didn't even stitch her on the NHL right.
No.
At all.
No.
Bump, 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 bump. Good enough. Send it. Good enough. Send it.
Right. They just, it's like the machine to do the embroidery is a crappy machine where it doesn't cut the threads. If they have a really nice machine, it cuts those threads for them.
So we may go into business for ourselves because we can make better counterfeit jerseys than they do. No, that's not going to happen.
It's gotta...
It just seems like so much work to me.
It is.
Because you got to have all these fabrics and all this stuff you're putting together, and it just seems like all kinds of work, and I paid $40 for it, so I don't know where the profit is in this.
Child labor.
I guess. Because I don't see a whole lot of profit in it.
Slave labor?
It seems like a lot of material and a lot of time.
Yeah. And the machines to do it.
Of course, the guy who sold it to me, who knows what he paid for it. He may have paid to get this off one of those websites and then realized when he got it, oh crap, this is a fake. That's why I don't promote the sites with the fakes. That's why when I had a website email me and say, hey, if you promote our stuff on our site, we'll send you a free jersey. And it's like, free crap. Good. No. And I did a video immediately after, discussing their site and how I felt about it. And then I never heard back from them. So call me, guys. I'll say no again.
It's just sad.
It is. It is. It's sad. The one thing I was thinking about doing is with the 3 counterfeits, pull logos off them and see what we can do with them.
Yeah.
Because they're just stitched on. They're not glued.
Oh, yeah. They're definitely not glued. They're off, though.
Yeah, so we'd put them in the distance.
Yeah. Just
way far away.
Don't look too close so you can tell they're weird looking.
I know I'll have people volunteer to take them off my hands. Again, there's just... For me, it's one of those things that I just don't. I'd rather not. But yeah, so I wanted to share with you guys that the Pittsburgh one arrived. I'm still waiting on the Anaheim one. This wasn't what I had expected, but these things sometimes happen. And it's all wrong.
No.
Oh crap! Now what?
Okay,
oh, what? It's folded over.
No, it's because it's elastic, so it's pulled.
It's what the hell?
So the elastic's pulled, so if you just let go and it just wink.
Oh, it's the same on both sides. You can see where it's folded under.
It's so when you're sewing, you have to hold it, and so it's stretched at the ends. Makes it lay weird.
I don't even see how this shirt would be comfortable. Because this is going to bug your neck. This is going to bug the back of your neck.
So pokey. I felt a poke in this too. Oh, right there. Right by the eye. Feel that?
Wow, yeah, no. No, this would not be a comfortable jersey. Alright. There you go. Buyer beware. Full moon jerseys. Lids. Sport check. You can go through the NHL website as well. They're more expensive. I'm not going to lie to you. They're more expensive. But you know what you're getting.
You can find sales though on there.
On NHL's website?
Yeah. Well,
you can, but I've never ordered from NHL.
But through the stores, I would assume.
I went to the Canucks store and got my Johnny Canuck.
I would assume that online they'd have the same sales. Wouldn't they?
Maybe. I don't know. Anytime I've looked, it's been about $10 more expensive than what I pay.
$10 not bad though. Compared to.
Yeah. So you're saying I should spend $300 to get an authentic on that?
No.
I should. You heard her.
That's
pay $300 to the NHL website and get an authentic, and then compare the two.
You are in trouble. That's so.
I absolutely wholeheartedly. I know better than to disagree with my wife.
Whatever.
I know better than to disagree. She makes the rules, and I think it was Ricky on Trailer Park Boys that said she makes the pants. So. Actually, she does. So, on that note, buyer beware. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.